Okay, I'm going to be talking about this video here. So in this video, he claims that the Dragon Ball team can just solo this list because it's not fair to put Mobius, Chair, Wally West on this gauntlet. Okay, we can just use normal Wally West's Flash. But first, let's just see how strong Dragon Ball characters are. So at highest, you can get them to a high level of multi-universal. And if you wank them, I mean seriously wank them, multiversal. That is the absolute highest Dragon Ball characters can go. Base form Wally West has outran the Speed Force itself, which the Speed Force exists on every single layer of existence. It exists throughout the totality of existence. And DC's all of existence is far beyond just a normal infinite multiverse. In fact, it is several conceptual layers above it. Not to mention the Flash's durability negation, where he can phase his body through the opponent regardless of how durable they are. So the Flash is wildly faster than any of those Dragon Ball characters and would speed blitz them before they have time to blink. Base form. Now onto the Hulk and Thanos. Saying that Beerus can just Hakai them is a horrific no limits fallacy. As if gods can just Hakai anybody, then why is Beerus petrified of Zeno? Why doesn't he just Hakai him if he can? It's because Zeno's stronger than him, and it's because his Hakai wouldn't work on Zeno. You can scale Thanos off of Celestials, and you can scale Hulk off of Thanos. So you could say Hulk is relative to the Celestials, which again is so many layers outside of anything that Dragon Ball has ever been showcased to do. Dragon Ball's are my top 3 favorite animes, but let's not compare them to these guys. And if you want to say that their feats aren't consistent, I can give you several other feats with Hulk and Flash, and Thanos for that matter, that average it out to higher than anybody on the Dragon Ball team. Hulk and Thanos completely outpower Dragon Ball, and Wally West's base form speed blitzes the hell out of them. Love your content, respect you. That was a fat miss though. That's all I got. Later, random citizens. Okay, no, that is blatantly false. I have explained to you why Thanos has a far higher output than any Dragon Ball character could ever hope to have. Goku shaking the infinite world of void is a 4th dimensional feat. Thanos mixing up with Celestials is way higher. Like, unbelievably higher. And you can't phase through Hakai energy, yes, but Beerus wouldn't even be able to get off the Hakai. He would be dead. Also, you said that Sentry was depowered when he was fighting the Hulk. Hulk won that fight, and yes, Sentry was lowered in power, but Hulk was holding back. And thirdly, Sentry does not have a higher output than Beerus. Do I need to give you some feats for Sentry? Sentry cleaned up Molecule Man. Molecule Man held an entire omniverse within a box. If you don't know, Dragon Ball characters cap at multiversal. You go low hyper, hyperversal, high hyper, omniversal, then outerversal. Molecule Man holding that box? Easily lowballed outerversal. That is so many conceptual layers above the highest rank that you can get for Dragon Ball. And if you want to say Molecule Man was weakened in his fight with Sentry, that's perfectly fine. It still does not make up for the literal layers of infinity difference between the characters. And again, if the Hakai is an all-powerful technique, why don't the gods just Hakai Zeno? Why don't they do it? Zeno's back is turned more times than you can count. So why don't all of the gods rush him, Hakai him, get him out of the picture? They're all egomaniacs. They wouldn't let a child govern them. Shit, in the manga, Beerus is forced to be a piggyback ride for Zeno. I'm not joking. So why doesn't he just put his hand up in the air and Hakai him? Because it wouldn't work. Because Beerus is not strong enough. Again, the absolute highest that you can get Dragon Ball characters is multiversal with immeasurable speed. Each one of these characters I have actually given feats to prove why they scale far higher. Flash speed blitzes before Beerus can get any technique off. It doesn't matter what technique any of them use, they can't damage the Hulk or Thanos. And I don't even need to bring up Galactus. It is a very simple concept to understand. And this is a battle that you can't win. Don't compare Dragon Ball characters to comic book characters. It is not going to be a good time. I have been preparing to battle a Dragon Ball fan for so long that you have no idea how many scans I have in my back pocket. If you make more comments like that one, I will disprove them with feats and scans. Flash, Hulk, and Thanos dog that team alone. That's all I got. Later, random citizen. Okay, so then by this comment, you are admitting that Beerus can't Hakai Zeno because Zeno is above him. Which would mean that because Zeno is above or stronger than Beerus, he can't Hakai him. This would mean that the Hakai does not work on people who are stronger than the user. Also, I saw another one of your comments saying, oh, well, we have never seen Beerus use his full power, so he automatically is just infinitely stronger than what we've seen so far. Right here, Beerus wasn't even... Nope, not trying. Here too, visible damage on Beerus's head? Not trying. Just not trying at all. Here too, man is breathing heavy, he's exhausted? Not trying. Not trying whatsoever. Also, bro, this is the exact same argument that Saitama stands use. The fact that Beerus just hasn't shown his full power automatically means that he is literal layers of infinity stronger? Hell no. You are heavily contradicting yourself. And again, just to cement in stone that the Hakai does not work on those stronger than him, Beerus could have just Hakai'd Zeno in this moment. If it worked. But it can't. I've given feats, statements, and proof as to why my characters far outscale anybody in Dragon Ball. You actually cannot wank Beerus that high. You can't wank Moro that high. Your entire argument revolves around a no-limits fallacy that I have debunked several times. And before you make the argument that Moro can just absorb the Hulk, he detonated from mastering Ultra Instinct. If you think that Mastered Ultra Instinct is at all comparable to the feats that I have shown you for the Hulk, I don't know what to tell you. You are going to need to actually give proof to your statements here, because I have debunked every single one. I have given proof as to why my characters conceptually infinitely transcend your characters. Beerus, Whis, Zeno, Goku, Vegeta do not stand a chance against base form Hulk alone. All of them get speed blitzed by Wally West in an instant before they can blink. Thanos has similar scaling to the Hulk and they would not stand a chance. Again, you are using Saitama fanboy's argument. Give actual proof to your statements instead of just saying shit. This is getting ridiculous, man. That's all I got. Later, random citizen. No, bro, there is no light, man. Anybody who watches my videos knows that I treat people with the utmost respect, but I'm finding it legitimately difficult to remain composed here because you are saying stuff that is blatantly false. You have no proof to back up your claims. You say shit that happened in the manga and the anime that never happened. You use fallacies and arguments that you hate. Like your argument for Beerus. That's a Saitama argument. I know you hate those. On top of that, your only response to my video is, wow, he's using a filler episode as his argument. You ignored the other 2 manga panels I showed. You are ignoring feats, scaling, evidence. I've explained why my characters scale higher than yours. You make a ridiculous claim stating that Hakai can just beat anybody. I prove that that is wrong. And then you say, oh, just watch my video, then you'll see the light. Why not just make a response video to what I'm saying? You are using Saitama fanboy's argument. It is frankly ridiculous, bro. And anybody who's gonna comment negative feedback in your comment section of your few most recent videos, you're just gonna block them on sight. I posted a video about the Beyonder from Marvel. I got negative feedback and proven wrong, so I took the video down and admitted that I was wrong. Why can you not do the same? I have debunked every single one of your claims, and you've provided no proof. I've shown databook quotes, manga quotes, scaling, feats, and you have made blanket statements that make no sense. Give proof, bro. Because no offense to you, but this is the reason why people hate on Dragon Ball. Because some people love to make claims that never happen. Make claims that make zero sense. Throw all logic and reasoning out the window. Because we have Goku! It's ridiculous, man. You gotta do better than this. Show proof, scaling, and evidence for your claim. And for God's sakes, don't make it unbelievably debunkable. If this is a troll, GG, you win. Again, if you are trolling me here, but I don't think you are, please do better, man, because this makes the Dragon Ball community look so bad. That's all I got. Later, random citizen. Okay, this will be my last video on this subject, because frankly, your headcanon has gotten so far out of hand, it is absurd. Deadpool? Sure. You could say they beat Deadpool. Fine. I do think that people overrate some comic book characters that are shown to be street level. You can wank Deadpool to be stronger than them, but most consistently, they'll beat Deadpool. It's Hulk that I have a massive problem with, bro. I have demonstrated why Hulk is layers beyond anything that they can do. Spirit Vision does not work like that. He can't separate the gamma radiation from Hulk's very soul. It is infused within Banner. Moro exploded from mastering Ultra Instinct. Hulk is way stronger than MUI Goku. I'm going to put Hulk's feats into context as simply as I possibly can so that you can understand them. Because frankly, I don't think that you do. Take an infinite multiverse. Put that infinite multiverse on a 2D page. Now put another infinite multiverse and throw it on there. Now you take that infinite multiverse and throw it on another 2D page. Then you throw another multiverse, infinite multiverse, on top of another 2D page, and you continuously stack that. That is the level Hulk is on. Your feats for Goku and Beerus get them to universal. Hulk would one-shot these characters. He keeps up with beings like Thor and Sentry, who can move across the universe in less than a second. He would speed blitz the hell out of that Dragon Ball team. I've proven why Beerus' Akai does not do shit. Moro's copy abilities have their limits. And I swear, bro, when you said that because Goku has MUI, Hulk can't touch him. Are we going to ignore the fact that Jiren hit Goku in the Tournament of Power? Are we going to ignore the fact that Granola one-tapped MUI Goku? We're just gonna ignore all of that. Speed? Doesn't matter. Strength? Doesn't matter. The fact that Goku has been hit in Mastered Ultra Instinct before? Doesn't matter. You are the reason why people hate the Dragon Ball community, bro. Because it is stupid shit like this why our community gets so much bad reputation. Because of this headcanon bullshit. It is infuriating that I give you feats, evidence, and statements. And all you can say in return, you just solos. It is so annoying. It is infuriating and it makes our community look terrible. Because you overestimate the hell out of Dragon Ball. It's absurd. You are 1, doing this for views. 2, you genuinely believe this and I hope you don't. But if it is option 2, then you have no idea what proper scaling is. Hulk's punches have shook infinite upon infinite amounts of realities. It's so dumb, bro. Your scaling is terrible. This is probably going to be the first and last time you guys see me get legitimately frustrated. That's all I got. Bye. Yeah, I'm making the comic book community look silly, guys. Because now I understand what method you're trying to go about. You've exhausted all of your actual argument. You're trying to use Hulk's anti-feats by saying, oh, well, Spider-Man was able to dodge him. I'm sorry. Didn't Hercule Satan dodge Kid Boo's attack? Super Saiyan 3 Goku human level, question mark? Didn't Goku get hurt by a rock? I know that I said that my last video was my last video on the subject, but I calmed down. I watched a bomb episode of Loki, peak Marvel, and I've recomposed myself. At this point, I am having fun. Because, oh my god, your bias is shining through so heavily. You have to prove that gamma radiation is the same as ki and magic. Not to mention, Hulk gains his powers from the one below all. Which I swear, bro, if you try and make the claim that Dragon Ball can beat the one below all, there is actually no hope for you. You are the Michael Madlock of the Dragon Ball community. Allow me to put the raw power and speed difference one more time in a context and dumb it down so much that even you can understand. As far as the power difference goes, you're trying to make the claim that 4 ants can beat a planet buster. That is the realm of power difference that we're talking here. And as for the speed category, Hulk is kept up with beings like Sentry and Thor, who can travel across the universe in less than a second. These characters have moved faster than time itself. So in conclusion, if Hulk loses to Spider-Man and that makes him building level, or wherever you want to scale Hulk using that feat, that means Goku's rock level. You said it, not me. We're going based off of your criteria, not mine. So if you want to use Hulk's anti-feats, I'll use Goku's anti-feats. And Goku's anti-feats skill a hell of a lot lower than Hulk's. If we go best feat to best feat, Hulk curb stomps the verse. You're trying to say that I make the comic book community look bad when you show no proof of any of your claims. You say Goku can beat the Hulk. Why is that? Because he can. Right. And once again, to put the power difference in perspective so that you can understand it, you are comparing 4 ants and saying that those 4 ants, if they jumped the Planet Buster, they could beat him. And as for the speed differential, just to once again get it in your mind, you're like saying that snails can move faster than the speed of light. You are horribly wrong. You have been debunked several times. Literally every comment is saying that you are wrong. You have no feats to back up your statements. All of your arguments reside within a no limits fallacy or a name fallacy. Your criteria is dog shit. Your scaling is dog shit. You say who would win based off of your feelings. Very, very similar to Michael Madlock. So get the hell out of my face and don't you dare try and come at me with an argument as half-assed as that. So please fuck off with this dumbass scale. You are ignoring proof. I'm sick and tired of this shit. Later, random citizen.